The All Inclusive Wristband by Barrie Mahoney. Recent news articles about asylum seekers in Cardiff being forced to wear brightly coloured wristbands in order to claim their meals each day rightly drew both amazement and disgust from many decent people in the UK. This news broke within a few days of the Middlesbrough Red Door controversy, where the homes of asylum seekers were targeted because all their front doors were painted red. Again, many people complained that this was wrong. Both incidents revealed an appalling lack of sensitivity towards people who require help and support during a desperate time in their lives. The issues surrounding brightly coloured wristbands in the Welsh capital drew particular disgust, since any refusal to wear the wristband would simply mean no food. Some likened it to the enforced Star of David symbol, which was used by Nazi Germany to easily identify the Jews. The forced identification of any part of human society in this manner is both degrading and inhuman, and I can understand the disgust and public outcry that both incidents caused. On a lighter note, I've never understood why so many visitors staying in hotel complexes in the Canary Islands, as well as other tourist complexes in other parts of Spain, are content to wear wristbands, similar to those offered to the Cardiff asylum seekers, which identifies them as breakfast and dinner, or the gold standard of all-inclusive. Now, I know that Madge and her family in the television comedy Benidorm are quite happy to feast upon all that is offered for 24 hours a day, but do real holidaymakers actually want anyone else to know about it? In any case, do they really want to go home with a white lack of sun ring on their wrist to tell everyone that they're all-inclusive characters performing in Benidorm? Now, I'm not a great lover of the all-inclusive deal. Yes, I know it's a godsend for those on a very tight budget, and particularly when travelling with children. I also know of the damage that it causes to restaurants, bars and other small businesses trying to survive on the islands when faced with competition from the all-inclusive hotels, which are financed and backed by large companies with profits funnelled well away from these islands. I too have been tempted by all-inclusive deals on a couple of occasions and had a very good time knowing that I could eat and drink without spending another euro for the duration of my holiday. But in the long term, is it really worth it? In addition to the boredom of eating in the same place, usually at the same table, with more or less the same buffet offerings each day, made me feel a bit as if I was in prison rather than on holiday. As for the obligatory wristband, I refused to wear it, and as with asylum seekers, was briskly informed that I either wore it or I didn't eat. I decided to wear it, but later cut it off and devised a system with the help of a piece of gum that would allow me to wear it only at meal times and removing it afterwards. Unlike the other asylum seekers, I got away with it. Allegedly, the asylum seekers were threatened with being reported to the Home Office if they did not wear their wristbands, and their claims for asylum would be rejected. Others suffered verbal and physical abuse from motorists and passers-by who spotted the wristbands. Life for asylum seekers is hard enough without some heartless Jobsworth threatening to take away their only means of survival. Thankfully, on this occasion, common sense seems to have prevailed, and both red painted doors and wristbands are to be dispensed with. Now back to the all-inclusive deals. May I politely suggest that hotels do away with wristbands and maybe consider some other form of ready identification that is less crude? How about retinal identification, or thumbprints, or a quick flash of an app on the mobile phone that goes everywhere? You have been listening to the All-Inclusive Wristband, which is part of the Letters from the Atlantic series by Barrie Mahoney. If you'd like to find out more about me and my books, please go to my website www barriemahoney.com. And thank you for listening.